What's up, guys? Welcome back to Simply FPL. Game week 25 is almost over. Just two more fixtures to go. And yeah, it's been a fairly bad game week. So we're going to take a quick look at how that's been. And then we're going to look at 4 players that are worth some consideration as we go into game week 26, which is obviously the big double game week. So there's how we've done. Time of recording this, the City game has just finished. So United are still to play. And actually, I've just realised there's 3 fixtures left, not 2. Brighton against Palace is also in there. Not that I've got any of their players. But anyway, yeah, so a fairly bad game week, I think, all round. So my rank so far has dropped. I've gone down about 15,000 places. That'll probably just get a bit worse because a lot of people have Fernandes captain. And then obviously I've only got 2 players from Leeds, Southampton, which I think really is the minimum. I think most teams have at least 2 players. So probably going to end up around the 160, 170,000th mark, depending on how Bruno and the likes of Rafinha do. But look, the big double game week is what we're really looking forward to. So we don't mind it too much. This was always going to be a tough game week for us. Starting off with Leeds then. So, like, not great. First time I've had a Leeds player all season. Brought in Bamford and Dallas. What a poor performance! Like they looked tired. So hopefully they come back against Southampton and prove that they're not completely done for the season. But yeah, not a huge amount to talk about. Didn't keep the clean sheet. Dallas wasn't playing as far forward as he usually does. And Bamford wasn't really up to much either. So yeah, great time to bring him in and captain him. But sure, that's the way it goes. Didn't have any players for Southampton, Chelsea. I didn't think Southampton looked that great apart from the Minamino goal. Ings again wasn't really up to much. I did say I thought he was a bit of a red herring. Maybe we shouldn't all panic buy him. So there's 1 game down, 1 more game to dodge. And from Chelsea's point of view, I thought they looked okay. Again, Alonso seems like he could be good value if he continues playing as far forward as he does. I think he's 5.7 million now, so we're going to keep an eye on him. West Brom, Burnley. Clean sheet for Loughton, but not much to talk about. Fairly poor game. Then the big game of the day. Everton beat Liverpool 2-0. First time we've won at Anfield in 23 years. First time in about 22 games I think we've beat Liverpool. The duck is off our back. It was a fairly good performance from Everton. CalvertLewin came on for the last 25 minutes and like he looked really good. Like he's really turned into a very good player. Like he's if he continues the way he's going, it's not going to be a year or 2 before he's a world class player. So hopefully Everton can keep hold of him and hopefully he finishes the season strong. Luca Digne had a great game. Some of the chances he created, he's very unlucky not to get an assist. Coleman should have really scored from one of his crosses. Digne got me the clean sheet, but it's no use because I've got him on my bench. But sure, I don't think anyone was confident playing an Everton defender away to Liverpool. So, yeah, Mo Salah blanking again. I'm going to keep Salah till the end of the season because Liverpool have the nicest fixtures, but it's not great seeing how bad they're playing at the moment from an FPL perspective, of course. Being an Everton fan, fairly happy seeing them play this bad. Fulham, Sheffield United. So the gamble didn't quite pay off. Now it was still smart having Ramsdale in goal because he got me a point more. But Fulham, like they were the much better team. They scored 1, but they should have scored a couple. But look, as we say, Martinez, we thought he was less likely to keep a clean sheet. That move, it basically got us an extra point. So look, we'll take it. Then on to today. So West Ham. Jesse Lingardino, definitely someone I'm going to consider bringing in. Now, I've been talking about Lingard since he made that move to West Ham. I felt it was going to be a good move. And he's just like always looking to get the ball, always looking to take shots. So, yeah, one to watch. Spurs, then. So, look, it doesn't look too good when they lose to West Ham. Son doesn't get any points. Kane doesn't get any points. But in the second half, I thought there was a few shining moments where I'm still confident to bring Kane in for the double game week. So we're going to be triple captaining Kane. It's a big risk. I think the way they play today, maybe a lot of people won't bother getting Kane in. So actually, it's one of those big risks that if it does work, we'll seriously catapult the ranks. So I'm excited to get the triple captain in on Kane. And look, if he can just find his way to get 2 to 3 goals in against two fairly bad teams, with the triple captain, we could easily catch up by 60 points on some people. So, yeah, fingers crossed for that. Aston Villa looked fairly terrible again today. I'm only keeping their players for the double game week, and then I think they've got another double game week coming up, and then obviously game week 29 is where they'll play in the 4 fixture game week, and we'll be getting rid of all the Villa players then. So Grealish didn't play. Watkins, fairly poor again. He did manage to do one thing today, though. He's now the most offside player this season. He's joined with Jamie Vardy, so I'm sure I'll be happy with that. And then Man City, so quite a stroll, really. 1-0 up after 2 minutes. I thought, with 3 of the lads on the team, we were probably going to get a few hauls, but nah, finished 1-0. Diaz going to get 7 points coming on for me for Grealish, so happy enough with that. And yeah, not much to talk about there. One thing to point out is that Gundogan, even with all of the attacking players on the pitch, was still playing quite far up. So for me, Gundogan's now going to sit in my team till the end of the season. Unless something really big changes. I just think that he could have scored a couple of goals today. We don't even know if he's off the set pieces, because I don't recall City having any dangerous free kicks, and obviously didn't have a penalty. So that's got potential as well. So that brings us to the United game. We don't know what we're cheering for, because Fernandes' effective ownership is over 100%. So every time he scores, we'll actually lose rank, even though we've got him. That's just the funny way it works. But yeah, let's look at some players we think we should be targeting for game week 26. So for those of you that have had your head under a rock, there's a double game week. There's 7 or 8 extra fixtures, so it's a massive bumper double game week. And a couple of teams have some really nice fixtures. So I've got 4 players that I think are definitely ones you want to kind of look at if you don't already have them. Starting with this man, Harvey Barnes. I tipped him on one of these videos like maybe 4 or 5 game weeks ago. Nothing to change my mind, so much so I'm bringing him in myself. He's unbelievable today. So 6.8 million, probably going to rise to 6.9 in the next day or two. He's over the last couple of months, he's turned into this phenomenal player that really just all he finds is space. Every time you look up, he's in about 10 yards of space, like in an attacking threat. So his last 2 games, he's got a goal and assist in both. His fixtures, Arsenal, Burnley. I mean, Arsenal are fairly poor. Leicester are playing them at home, and then Burnley away. And then on the back of that, they've got Brighton and Sheffield United. I think it's a no-brainer to put some Leicester assets in your team. And Leicester are just quietly going about their business. Like, they're comfortably in second spot now. They're probably going to qualify for the Champions League. We really should be paying attention to their midfield. There's a lot of value in that midfield. So, yeah, 6.8 million. I'm 100% bringing him in. It's almost certainly going to be for Bruno Fernandes. And, yeah, keep an eye on him for this double game week. I got a lot of hope for him. Probably going to allow me to put my money elsewhere, but also maintain the sort of points that the rest of the expensive midfielders get. So, yeah, that's Harvey Barnes. Dominic CalvertLewin. There he is there celebrating winning the penalty against Liverpool yesterday. Yeah, so he's back. He's back, lads. 13 goals, 6 assists this season. In the last 200 minutes of football, 2 goals, 2 assists. So yeah, he's definitely back. And yeah, I think his price as well, it's gone down, has it? What is he now? I think he's gone down by 0.2 million since everyone kind of got rid of him. So yeah, he's serious value all of a sudden. And yeah, the only tough thing with him is going to be if Everton can maintain the way they played against Liverpool, because they've not actually played that well in 2021. Now, looking at those fixtures, Southampton, West Brom and Burnley, you'd assume they're easy fixtures. But look, with Everton, maybe they'll make a mountain out of it. Like, who knows? But yeah, for his price, Calvert-Lewin, I think he's got to be considered again. So yeah, keep an eye on him for this double game week. Southampton, West Brom, they're teams that leak goals. If James Rodriguez can get back to keep making these sort of assists, he's gonna get a few points. Harry Kane, obvious, the one I've been talking about for about a month now. So 11.1 million, 13 goals, 11 assists this season. We are gambling on the fixtures. Tottenham have not been playing well, but look at those fixtures, like Burnley and Fulham. Like, as far as Harry Kane goes and the way Tottenham set up, Burnley and Fulham are two of the teams if you could handpick for Tottenham to get goals against, it'd be these two. I think both teams are probably like Burnley are going to sit back, and I think that's going to allow again Harry Kane to press forward. Like typically when Tottenham play the teams that sit back, Kane goes up and Son drops back, as opposed to when they play more attacking teams, it's usually the other way around. So Kane usually does better against these sort of teams. And obviously Fulham, a bit of confidence. They've got to go for the win, which means they're going to push players up. And again, that's just going to allow Harry Kane to get in behind. So yeah, I'm fairly confident that this triple captain is going to be a good one. If it's not, look, we're playing the percentages. So yeah, that's Harry Kane. I reckon he's going to be in my team now till the end of the season. So yeah, we're going to be bringing in Harry Kane and Barnes this week. And finally, it'll be a shock. It's going to be Ollie Watkins. There he is. As I said there, the most offside player this season. 4 goals in his last 7, though. So, yeah, we can't really ignore that. It's the fixtures we're targeting, though. Like Leeds could be Aston Villa 6-3. Do you know, like that? It could be that sort of game. It could be a 1-0. But Leeds are well able to concede goals. So we're hoping Grealish comes back, because if Grealish comes back into the team, then Watkins will be on penalties, because obviously El Ghazi will be on the bench. So that's a big thing. And yeah, then Sheffield United after that. Sheffield United, they're essentially down now. They really had to win there yesterday. So failing to do that. And it was a fairly bad result for them. So yeah, you've got to assume morale's pretty down. And then after that, they've got Wolves and Newcastle. We're going to see him all the way to game week 29 and then ship him on. Yeah, I mean, we're really just going for the good fixtures for goals. Like, there's 2 teams there that really concede a lot of goals. If Grealish is back, it's just going to be more service, and he's on pen. So, yeah, that's Ollie Watkins. And he's the guy we're going to get. He's the guy we've already got. So we're just going to keep with him. So, there's the video. That's it. What is there to say? If you've watched to this point, do hit that subscribe button. We'll have a few videos up, I'd say, as we go towards the double game week, because there's always so many different things to talk about. Probably have a live stream then on the Friday. Is there a game on the Friday, or does it start on the Saturday? I didn't even check. The games start on the Saturday, so yeah, we'll probably have a live stream on Friday night. And yeah, best of luck for the rest of the game week, and we will see you in the next video.